Hello! Alright, so today we're going on a road trip. I already ran into something. I'm gonna be murdered when I get home. We're going east. You're gonna see me in Maine. And then we're gonna go west. And that's my neighbor. He's just seeing me talking to myself. This is so awkward. I usually hate road trips. Like really bad. I'm terrible at driving, and then trying to record and drive is just not a good combo. We have a nice little police radar detector because I'm not about to get any tickets, so that's going to take out some ticket expense. What else do we have? $8,000. I don't know where I got this $8,000 because I make around $100 to $200 a paycheck and I suck at saving money. Anyways, so vehicle we're taking, it gets about 11 miles per gallon, which is absolute crap. I'm not gonna lie. So it gets about 200 miles per tank. We're gonna be spending a lot in gas. Everybody can see me talking to myself. This is so awkward. Hello! Today we traveled to Minneapolis. It was about 239 miles. It took about a total of 4 hours and 36 minutes. We had to stop once for food and twice for gas. So after that we had 2 hours of eating time and 2 hours of fun time. So we went to the Minneapolis Institute of Art, but here I am on a bridge somewhere looking at the skyline. So enjoy. Today we went to Madison, Wisconsin. It took us about 6 hours and 25 minutes. We went eating twice in that time. We spent $230, $100 in the hotel, another $100 in gas, and then another $30 on food. We went and saw some cows today. Here I am with a couple of cows. We just found a farm and asked them if we could see their cows. It smells like manure in Wisconsin. It's not a nice smell, but you know, it's very pretty, so enjoy. For day 3 and 4, we went to Chicago. We had to travel 147 miles from Madison, Wisconsin. Took us about 3 hours and 20 minutes. We had to stop once for food. So that cost us about $30, and then we had to pay $100 for the hotel for the night. We had 2 hours left to eat and an hour of fun time, so you know, just walked around downtown. Day 4, we did not have to spend any money on gas because we were just walking around downtown. So we had 3 hours to go and eat, and then 2 hours of, or not 2 hours, but 5 hours of fun time. So we went downtown again, saw the Bean, had a lot of fun there, Millennial Park, all that fun stuff. So, you know, it was a good time. It's day 5, we went to Cleveland, Ohio. It took us about 344 miles, which was about 7 hours and 40 minutes because we had to stop twice for food. Spent about $230, $100 in the hotel, $100 on gas, and $30 on food. So after we were traveling, we had an hour to eat, and then after that, we had no time to have fun. But here's a picture I took at a gas station in Cleveland, Ohio. It's really cool. Alrighty, we are now on to day 6 and 7. We are in New York City. It was about 462 miles from Cleveland, Ohio. It took us about 9 hours and 49 minutes. That includes the 2 hours we had to take to eat breakfast and lunch. So we had about 1 hour of eating time after that, and then 0 hours of fun time the 6th day. But then the 7th day, we woke up. We didn't have to deal with any traveling, so we just had to spend $130 in our hotel and $30 on our food. Went and saw Lady Liberty, walked downtown. Tried not to focus on the smell of New York because, you know, it's not necessarily the best. So yeah. Today we traveled to Boston, Massachusetts. Took us about 215 miles to get there from New York City. Took us 4 hours and 52 minutes of travel time. We had to stop once to eat, and then we ate twice in Boston, and then we had an hour of fun time, so we went to the harbor. You can see Boston in the background, skyline and all that fun stuff. Spent $230, $100 on our hotel, $100 on gas, and then $30 on food for the day. Today we traveled to Salem, Massachusetts. It was only a 24 miles drive, so it took us about half an hour. We spent $130 today, $100 on our hotel, and then 30 on food. We didn't have to get any gas because it was such a short drive. So we had 3 hours of eating time and about 4.5 hours of just some fun time. So we went to the witch house, and that cost us about $10, but we'll take that over kind of fun money. So yeah, fun times today. All right, for day 10 and 11, we went to Portland, Maine. It took us about 94 miles to get there, which is about an hour and 34 minutes of travel time. We didn't have to stop for gas, nor did we have to stop for food. So we had 3 hours of eating time, so we went downtown, and then 3.5 hours of fun time for that first day in Portland. So we went to the Costco Bay. And then for day 11, we went to the full day Maine Lighthouse tour thing. So spent $130 of our fun money there. For both those days, we had to pay $130, none in gas, but we had to pay our hotel and our food fees. So yeah, lots of fun. For day 12, we were in Chicago again. We traveled there from Portland, Maine. It was around 1,081 miles, which is 16 hours and 16 minutes of just driving, but we had to stop 3 times for an hour each for eating, and then we had to stop for gas 6 times, which was around an hour total of that. So we spent $430 a day, $100 of it on a hotel fee, and then $30 in food, and the rest of it was gas. For today, we had another day of just full-on driving. This is day 13 now. We had to drive 1,002 miles. Took us about 16 hours and 22 minutes. That includes 3 times stopping for meals and then 5 times for gas. So that added another 3 hours and 50 minutes onto our ride. So we had to spend $380 today, $100 on our hotel, another $250 on our gas, and then another $30 on our food. We are now 2 weeks into our journey. We are in Denver, Colorado. We got here last night. So today we spent $130, $100 on our hotel, $30 on food. So since we're already here, we didn't have to spend any money, but 3 hours on eating, 5 hours on fun time. We decided to go to the Rocky Mountain National Park, $125 for that. So yeah, this is me in downtown Denver today. It was a good time. It is currently day 15. We are in Fish Lake National Forest, which is in Utah. It took us 472 miles to get here from Denver, Colorado, which is about 9 hours and 47 minutes, including our food and our gas stopping time. We had to spend $230 today, $100 on our hotel, $100 on gas, $30 on food. Once we got there, we were able to have supper there. So we spent an hour on that once we got there. And then after that, we just went to bed. Here's me in our hotel, I guess. The view from it, pretty cool. It is day 16. We are now in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was about 290 miles to get here from Fish Lake National Forest. So that took about 5 hours and 37 minutes. We had to stop once for food, once for gas. And then we had 2 hours of eating time and an hour of fun time, so we went down to the Strip. In total, we spent $180 today, $100 on our hotel, and then $50 in gas and $30 on food. Here I am at the Las Vegas Strip. Enjoy. For days 17 and 18, we were in Los Angeles, California. We had to travel there from Las Vegas, Nevada. So it took about 270 miles of traveling for day 17, which was about 5 hours and 16 minutes of travel time. We had to stop once for food and then twice for gas. And then our total for that day was $230. After we got there, we had 2 hours of eating, and then we had an hour of fun time, so we decided to go to the Hollywood sign. And then for day 18, we didn't have to travel, nor did we have to, have to deal with any travel time. So we decided to go to the Santa Monica Pier, and we spent about $130 that day, $100 in our hotel, and then $30 on food. We had 3 hours of eating and then 5 hours of fun time, so we had a lot of fun time at the Santa Monica Pier. Alright, so for the last 3 days we had to travel. We went to Provo, Utah. We stayed there for the night, and then we went to Dickinson, North Dakota, which we had to stay there for a night. And then we finally were home the 21st day. But for day 19, we spent about $280. We had to fill our gas 3 times. We had to spend money on food, and then we had to spend money on our hotel. And then for Dickinson, we had to fill our gas 4 times, so that was around $200. We had to spend $100 on our hotel and then $80 on food. For day 19, when we were in Utah, it took us about 11 hours and 33 minutes. We had like no time to, chill out after that. And we didn't want to spend any time really looking around Utah or Dickinson, so we just left that. Alright, so what I've learned from this road trip and other different trips I've taken is that as much as I wanted to kind of like run around and live somewhere else when I was younger, I really do get homesick, and I don't think I could honestly live away. Like, I'm fine with traveling for a short amount of time, but I really miss my own bed, and then I just miss my cat and all that. So I can't travel way too much, or else I get kind of crabby too. And I need to be fed constantly, and if I don't, then I get really, really mean. So oh, I just watched a man get pulled over, and it wasn't me. Anyways, so I decided to take this road trip alone because I would take my mother and bring her with, but we went on a road trip to DC back in March, and I'm just gonna tell you straight away, we're way too much alike. So whenever we go on road trips, it's just a mess. It's a big mess. So we are back home. We made it back from our journey. What have I learned on this journey? That I don't know what to do in the real world. So now I have to figure out what I ran into when I left town. Because I'm not trying to... Frick, I ran over it again. I think it's a dog toy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dog toy. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.